Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to be joined by Martine Kei Rogers, the guest dramaturg at OSF, as well as Amrita Ramanan, the OSF literary director. Thank you both so much for coming today.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. So we've got the season kicking off. Not too long, Amrita. When does it begin, and what are you excited about this season?
Sure. So our season officially begins on February 24th. I am so excited about everything, so it's very hard for me to actually choose specific shows. Exactly. I'm like, can we just extend that by an hour? But yes, I think this season, in its fullness, definitely encompasses OSF's beautiful mission of celebrating the cultural richness of the United States through classical, contemporary, and new work. And right off the bat with our season opening on February 24th, it's a great reflection of that. We have 2 Shakespeare plays, Julius Caesar, which is notably one of Shakespeare's most famous political thrillers, Henry IV Part 1, which is part of the Henry History Trilogy, and I'm very excited for our audiences to experience it, having seen Richard II last year, so it follows in that chronology.
Wow.
Shakespeare in Love, which Martine is working on, which is a stage adaptation of the film, and I believe this is the U.S. premiere of it, so really excited about that.
Okay.
And Mojada, a Medea in Los Angeles, which is a contemporary play by OSF's playwright-in-residence, Luis Alfaro. It is an adaptation of the Medea story, set in LA, about a family that immigrates from Mexico and their situation dealing with assimilation in a new land. Overall, what I think is really potent about this opening season is there's so many threads that connect to what's happening politically and socially in our current climate. There's been so many conversations around Julius Caesar and Henry IV Part 1 around leadership, who dictates who's in power, what are the ways in which mob mentality or consensus dictate that leadership. So I think that we'll find, a lot of resonances around those plays with that.
And so, Martine, tell us about Shakespeare in Love and in Unison, the projects you're working on.
Sure. So Shakespeare in Love is really close to opening. We're part of that fun quartet of plays opening at the top. And I think we were actually sort of talking about this in the car earlier. It's a fun Valentine in some respects to the idea of theater, of ensemble making. It's a fun nod at the mystery behind who is William Shakespeare, the company of people that surrounded him. It's a fun play because as much as it's entrenched in historical accuracy and the time period and the fun of that time period and making theater during that time, there's also a lot of sort of contemporary nods and leanings that make it even more fun and relevant to watch for an audience now.
Yeah.
We're having a really good time making those decisions about where do we sort of step outside of the historical world of the play and coming back to that. So it's been really fun. It's also a really fun treat for people who really enjoyed the film. With Unison, that is going to be an amazing piece between the Universes, who is the company in residence at Oregon Shakes, and just the amazing spoken word, poetry, hip-hop influence, Spanish bolero fun that they have in their pieces, married with the amazing poetry of August Wilson. The story is going to be of essentially the story, there's a sort of dual sense of there's a poet who has recently passed, who has left this trunk of poetry for his apprentice, and it becomes about the apprentice's journey as she opens this box and discovers what's in it, and what happens to the poet as a result of her opening this box.
Interesting. Okay.
It unleashes some fun things that you have. I'm not going to give too much on that, but you have to come
go
see
too
it.
Far there. Okay, no, it sounds great. And so I know OSF has always got ticket specials and everything for the community, but you guys are also dedicating this season. Tell us about that.
Absolutely, yes. So we're dedicating the season to Judith Marie Bergen, a beloved actress on the OSF stages who was a company member for 17 years. And something that I find really special about this season is there's many shows, Hannah and the Dread Gazebo, Beauty and the Beast, Mojada, Medea in Los Angeles, that really celebrate the storytelling of women, the strength of fierce, powerful women to be able to share their stories with the world and really either control their destiny or have some point of, relationship to what that destiny is. And anyone who knows Judith knows that she was a powerhouse. She was a person where when she was on stage, she claimed the stage. So we feel like her spirit will really be with us this season.
Lots to look forward to this season. Great to meet you both. Thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.